Okay, we're playing more Devil May Cry. This game is ridiculous. It is... Oh, so there was a sequence at the end of Resident Evil 5 where I was trying to push a boulder.
Okay.
And spoilers for Resident Evil 5 if you're... Yeah, I was trying to push a boulder and I couldn't push it. So the protagonist's solution was to uppercut the boulder and then punch the boulder repeatedly.
And did that break the boulder?
It got it to move. He was able to finish pushing it. I guess he was just letting out his anger on it or something. That seems like the kind of thing that would happen in Devil May Cry.
Was it like stuck in a divot?
No.
Or something?
No,
okay, it was stuck in a divot.
He needed more force to push it.
Oh, here you go. You got a cake image.
Wonder if that's the image we found. Yep, that's the one we found. But it's a cherry cake, so we couldn't use it.
That's so funny. That's the only image on the internet.
I should have described it before I clicked on it. The one that's like pink. We were wondering if there was some kind of like big bakery conspiracy. Strange claws are blocking the entrance. It's impossible to open, even with my strengths.
Oh, there you go, Donovan.
Yeah, spoilers for tomorrow morning, we'll be publishing Birthday Cake Fruit Loops, which are...
Don't tell him. Don't tell him. No. You didn't hear that. It'll be a surprise.
They're great.
They're great.
Just like
it's
birthday
Frosted
cake.
Flakes, not
Yeah.
Fruit Loops.
Oh.
Sorry.
Fruit Loops are good. Birthday cake flavored Frosted Flakes. Okay, so I can't open that by shooting it.
Oh, for some reason I thought you said Fruit Loops. I guess that doesn't really make sense. Birthday cake flavored Frosted Flakes.
No, Birthday Cake Fruit Loops.
Oh, it is Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
I feel like birthday cake flavored Frosted Flakes would work better.
It would. Yeah. Also, I don't understand the obsession with birthday cake flavor, because, like, I get cookie dough.
Dude, I don't either. I want pie. Pie flavored.
Well, that's a different discussion altogether.
It's not a discussion. The answer is pie.
Chicken road. That's slightly better. But we're looking for someone specifically throwing out a birthday cake that like has like writing on the top of it. Like I've seen dumpsters outside of grocery stores that are just full of these things because of our food waste problem in this country. I cannot find any pictures of it.
No, pie.
Maybe I can't do anything in this room yet. I was able
Pie
to
is
punch
superior.
that
I
one
agree with Six Gun. Actually, we're playing D&D with some people tomorrow. And they found out it was my birthday because Dylan told them, and like, what's her favorite dessert? I'm like, pie. Dylan's like, which kind of pie? Any pie. Just pie. I like pie. Yeah, cheesecake is kind of a marriage between pie and cake.
Large heart is controlling the dungeon.
I don't know if that's true. It might be its own thing.
It seems like something you would do in Devil May Cry. I don't think there's anywhere else for me to go in here, though.
But cheesecake is not cake. I think we can all agree on that.
So I'd like punch the thing off of this guy.
Oh, good point, Donovan. Yeah, because pumpkin pie is pie.
I don't think there are any other heart nodes for me to destroy on the screen. If you guys see something, feel free to speak up. This is a brand new stage, so I normally shouldn't be stuck. Do I have to like let that hand grab me? The thing's usually bad, I thought. It is bad. Don't let it grab you. Looks like there's a thing way at the top of the screen that I can try to find out how to get to. Or I can try backing up a room. And see if
Sorry, Yukiko. Do you have somewhere you can go and buy some pie for tonight? I like to point out he said pie, not cake. Therefore, he likes pie better. Oh, Boston cream pie used to be my favorite.
Let's try here. That seems productive.
Yeah, like, I love Boston cream donuts from, Dunkin' Donuts.
May have actually.
I don't know if that filling isn't technically custard, whatever it is, which is probably just flavored fat. It's delicious.
Resident Evil 4 had this idea at around the same time where it was like, we're gonna have this like chapter system or checkpoints, but we're still gonna let you kind of explore the areas you just left.
Did you see Paranormal Activist?
Yes. Didn't we just discuss this last weekend? I told you about this, right? That there are so many cakes shaped like trash cans and dumpsters. Like, even if you Google cake is trash, you mostly get pictures of cake that looks like trash. Not people complaining about cake being bad. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you.
Hey man, garbage men need cake too.
I'm happy that they're getting dumpster and garbage truck flavored cakes, but so I feel like that should be the less common search results. We have found cakes shaped in just about like any negative word you can come up with to associate with cake. We have found a cake shaped. No.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sure we have, but this feels productive.
It was a dumpster-shaped cake.
Trash can full of cake. Yeah. That was the first thing I googled, was trash can full of cake. 'Cause I've seen this so many times growing up at our trashy local grocery store. You'd go in the back and you'd see the dumpster, and it would just have all of the day's bakery goods. So there'd be a bunch of like baguettes in there, and Italian loaves, and lots of unsold stale-ass birthday cakes. But someone has removed it from the internet. Or something.
The Illuminati, they really like cake.
We got a sexy picture of Toucan Sam.
Really?
Look up the modern box art for Fruit Loops and look at Toucan Sam's arms.
Are they beefy?
Okay, first of all, your first question should be, he's a toucan. Toucans don't have arms, they have wings. And he used to have wings, but now he has weird, beefy human arms.
Interesting.
Like, they use...
Like Michelangelo.
Yes. They use, CG to draw Toucan Sam.
If there was anything I learned from our tour of the Vatican, it's that Michelangelo loves beefy arms. He even makes, cherubs, which are babies, be very muscular.
I'm about to die from environmental effects. It's going to be embarrassing. It's okay, I'll know what to try when I come back. Ouch. Oh, it's a weird camera angle change. Actually not. Well, that's so disorienting. I think this is just a regular
So, I'm
old
sorry,
dead
what's
end.
this game about?
I'm Dante.
Yep.
And I'm half devil or something.
You're in hell?
Kind of. I'm in a spooky castle. The plot in this game is pretty thin. This was originally supposed to be a Resident Evil game, and then they were like, this is too ridiculous to be Resident Evil. And then they made Resident Evil 5, where you punch a boulder and, the endgame takes place in a giant volcano. It was in a divot. So you had to uppercut. Yeah, you really gravitated to the word uppercut, huh? Yeah, that makes sense. No plain white sheet cake, yeah. Just like basic birthday cake. I bet if you Google pie being thrown in the trash, you could find it, because you can't make a pie in the shape of cake. Holy crap.
Oh, it's a key. Keys.
It's an electric keys.
Oh, those are the worst. You gotta hit them with
This
the
is me all the
hook
way
shot.
back. They kick my ass. Use one of my lives.
Here, can you look at that picture?
Let's see. Yep. Oh boy.
Oh. It's a box. Okay,
Is it okay to
you're so
still thank
cute,
someone
but
for
your
showing
poop
you
isn't.
something? Even if you didn't ever want to see it?
You fell.
I did fall.
Way to jump. Have you tried jumping?
Instead of falling into the lava?
Yep.
It's a novel. You ever written a book?
Yes,
Oh, you did.
I have.
I think it qualifies you.
Not on this.
Well,
Yeah,
I feel like you could
pretend the
probably
floor is
cite it and
soft.
people would buy it. Pretend the floor is Thank you, Naruto.
I'll make a book called The Floor is Lava, and I'll just be like, you've encountered the floor, and it's lava. What should you do? Should I jump into the lava? Should I jump into the rock that's in the lava poking out? Don't jump in the lava. Oh, is it like a platformer? Is that what they're called?
This doesn't seem like a jump I can make.
Oh, scripted jump.
I know, right? This is where I need there to be like a flashing light or something.
What's this thing?
It's the giant heart that's powering the dungeon. It's keeping that door locked. It's a really fancy lock for a door. Very stylish.
Probably easy to kill, just stab it. Stabby stab stab.
No, I had to go punch that light circle in the face a few times. The heart was actually pretty resilient to me kicking it. D's get degrees?
D's get degrees.
Good enough.
Yeah, what is it, like, what do you call the guy who finished last in med school?
The doctor?
Doctor. Oh, somewhat speaking of which, I just had to read through 30 resumes because we're hiring an engineer in our group at Los Alamos, and now that I'm staff, I get asked to help with these sorts of things. And I now have a lot more empathy for admissions people. Because one, it was 30 of them, and this is my day off, and I had to do it anyway.
I wonder what the chance of you picking someone just because you're bored or tired and you've already read through 15, you don't want to look
Dude,
for 16.
I picked 2 of my people.
Oh, wait. This is a really... Again, cultural osmosis, I've seen this scene before. At least I think it's a scene that's about to happen in this area. I'm going to turn the sound up. We'll come back to it, I
Does he
promise.
get married? No, it's...
Table of contents, achievement.
I must face a Sparta. Strange fate, isn't it?
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
Irony has favored you
This game is right on the tail end of us starting to spend money on localization, so like it's got questionable writing and voice acting.
Trish!
Don't even think about it. Blink, she dies.
You!
So sad that humans
Use motion capture for cutscenes.
no more. Has the Sparta blood been spoiled over the ages?
Conceivable.
Trish!
Okay, I think here it is. I've seen this posted before and never played the game.
Trish! No!
Useless scum. Failure is one thing, but taking an odd behavior like that. What is
It's
the
a really intense force feedback.
It is time to end your pitiful life.
He's mad now because his girlfriend got shot. We're not there yet. It might be after the boss fight.
I mean, it might be more realistic if it was his dog, but okay.
Their choice to use the word zapping. Okay, it's after the fight. Sorry. All that hype. FMV.
Yeah, man, 2 of my top 3 were people who didn't submit a cover letter. I just like their resume. I don't like the fact that they didn't submit a cover letter. I think that's kind of shitty.
I think the process of applying for jobs is super toxic and favors the employer.
Ooh, he has wings. And his chest is open. You have easy access to his heart. Just stabby stab stab.
Maybe it was his heart in the previous room.
Those eyes. deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes.
The big angel statue man.
Why my mother?
That useless being,
What, Trish was his mother?
No.
the mother.
I think he also lost his mother.
Create it as many as you want. Just like I created Trish.
What?
So I'm fighting angel statue man in space,
Right? Yep,
which
of course.
makes sense.
I mean, that's heaven.
I just kind of roll with it now. Devil May Cry is very. You watch some of Bayonetta, right?
Uh-huh.
Bayonetta is very. It's like Devil May Cry's spiritual successor.
Why
sort
isn't
of.
he wearing a G-string?
In the gameplay style and like the over the topness of it.
I see.
He's Devil Man now. The force feedback, like it's either on or off, and if it's on, it's at 100% intensity. Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, it's
Oh, there's a sequence like this in Bayonetta as well.
Don't get hit by the lightning.
Seems like a hot tip. Oh, okay, you can float up and down. It's helicopter controls.
I like helicopter controls. That's what's natural for me.
Mentally normative introverts or extroverts, right? Yeah, as soon as Andrew was like, this person wrote a really generic cover letter, it tells me they don't care about this job, I was like, oh my god.
No,
Like,
I told you 2 of my top 3 didn't have a cover letter.
But I'm not saying you're wrong, but I understand how that can happen to you, right? It helps you narrow them down, but it just... Like, most of the people applying have probably applied to like 30 jobs, right? And asking all of them to write a customized cover letter for each one when they know they're not even going to get a call for more than half of them. It's super exhausting.
They also
to be
kind of did some
unemployed.
cool shit that wasn't part of their career. I mean, it was part of their career, but not like directly related. I like that. Anyway, we'll see. There's other people on the committee, and we'll see what they think, but...
He shoots red lasers at me when his hands are red. There's a thing where he shoots out his hand like that. And he makes a bunch of little balls.
Alright, you still got time. I'm not gonna miss the super important
No.
cutscene if I make myself another drink.
Go for it.
Because it's my birthday weekend!
Oh yeah, I've done that before too. Like, because obviously you're starting from a template every time because you're sending out a million applications. It's like you weren't paying close enough attention. It's like, come on. Oh god, don't let that hit me apparently. I think I have some emergency healing. Oh, that's a cool attack. Should have triggered that earlier. See if I can use a something. Won't work on Mundus. If I didn't get hit by that big laser, we'd probably do a little bit better. Shit.
There was one cover letter that was like, Los Alamos is a majestic place, and I want to apply here.
Mythical place.
Mythical place, sorry, not for money or esteem or whatever, but because I just feel connected to their central mission. I was like, Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I was like, alright.
can't compete with that.
It definitely stood out. I'll give them that.
God damn it. Same attack that killed me before. Alright.
You gotta get coached by Kat. Kat nails interviews. Right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
I do great as long as I get an interview, but I'm really struggling with getting to that.
I have to like practice, you know? So like my first interview is shit, but if I'm doing, you know, ones after that, I learn and get better.
This is what we were talking about before about it favoring extroverted people
Right.
to...
Or introverts that are good at faking it.
You could be qualified for the job, but...
Right? If they don't connect with you and like you.
Right. They don't need to like you for you to be good at the job.
Yeah,
They don't
that's
need to like you for you to get hired.
true.
Yeah, I hate the automated resume screening.
Right.
Often because like, that's what's so exhausting about it is you like go to all this trouble to populate your resume, and then every site you send your resume to requires you to fill out all that information again in their proprietary software. Right, that's the tell for the big scary laser.
Oh, now you're a dragon? That's
Summoned a
cool.
dragon.
Oh, I see. I thought you turned into a dragon.
You're like you sound like you're obviously less impressed
I am.
by me not actually being a dragon.
That's correct.
You know, you shot a dragon? Pfft, please. I could do that.
Yeah. They teach you that in kindergarten.
Okay, so I didn't rock earlier that I wasn't able to damage him when those big balls were up. Kill the big balls.
Balls. I will say though that I did appreciate the cover letters that were like, here is a job like requirement that we had, and here is how I meet that requirement.
So, if I could hear that that's exactly how every employer wants it to be done, I would do that in every...
Well, isn't that what you usually
Application.
recommend?
Not that on the nose. Like, you do want to have... You basically want to have the entirety, especially for what Stormlock was talking about with the automated resume screening. Like, if you can, in, like, 0-point font white text, hide the entire original posting in your resume...
Right.
Like, that is a really
You
great
get an
chance you'll get
interview.
them, exactly. Or at least you'll get past the automated phase.
Right.
Because they're just looking for, like, string matches between the posting and the resume.
Right.
But to me, it feels, like, cheesy and on the nose to say, this is what the posting said. Here is how I meet each of those requirements. Even though
I don't know, I
that seems
appreciated
great.
that.
Giant laser attack.
But yeah, I basically came up with some keywords. Fiber optics, MATLAB, this other programming language, solid something, Link.
It wasn't to be so bad. It's a skill we demanded everyone had to basically survive. Exactly. That's like useless for anything else, right? It's just for applying for jobs. So you don't actually use the skill being good at interviewing to do anything in the job itself.
Well, I do try to look for leadership potential, so if they say like, oh, I led a team of 50 people in building a race car. I was like, that's pretty cool.
I have been a raid leader for...
That would also, I would be okay with that because I am woke.
Do you understand what that means and how difficult that is?
Correct.
Get it, Dante. Fight Mundos? Mundi? Mindy? Statue Man? We gotta have a human form, even scarier second phase.
But wait, there's more.
Welcome to Devil May Cry, featuring birthday cakes in the trash and resumes. Carry over my health from earlier? I hope not.
He looks the same. Isn't he supposed to like transform?
Well, no, what's interesting is now I have to fight him in my normal form. Instead of in my cool devil form where I get to fly all the time. Like a neat guy.
I bet you have to jump on those things to get close to him.
I think so too.
I was
That's not
kidding.
good.
It's very obvious.
Look at how 3D it is.
Ooh. What
Well,
game system is this?
PS2. So he hits me in the lava.
You should get out.
I'm about to die anyway. I need to reattempt it with full resources. Yeah, why get close when you have a grenade launcher with infinite ammo?
Well, so this job actually you have to work with scientists because we're going to be like, hey, I want to build this thing. Can you build it for me?
It's actually pretty good if I can keep
But
just...
that is a
double
different
training.
set of skills than like a retail position. You don't have to like suck their dick every time they ask you to build something. What? Marstead After Dark.
Ouch.
You know, have you tried not falling in the lava?
I'm working on it.
Oh, it's nice that they start you on a second form. They don't make you
Oh
start
yeah, it could have
over.
been me. I didn't even think about them doing that. It's a cool attack.
Exactly, we went over this. The floor is lava. The lava is bad. Don't go on the floor. Ooh, that's a nice attack. Is that like a daily?
Yeah, I'm charging up a meter on the next to my health bar that I have to activate to use it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay, like we're gonna have a supreme statue being, and he's gonna fight you with balls.
Of course. Is he gonna punch me? I can maybe kill the dragon. Looks like I can aim at it. Can't tell if that's actually productive though. I really need to bring that healing item into here though. It'll let me buy some stuff after I die again. I think the dragon might just be here to hassle me for the rest of the fight. Maybe not. I got hit by a 1 damage attack. Right, and like, you don't know that for no reason it's not socially acceptable to discuss that stuff in an interview, even though it totally should be. Like, you basically need to lie in an interview. You can't just
And
be
being Ned
completely
Flanders,
honest.
right?
Yeah, Ned Flanders is a good description. And like, you shouldn't have to lie ever in your life, but you kind of have to in an interview. And it's really difficult to know which lies you're supposed to tell. Like, one of the biggest ones that is frustrating for a lot of people is like allowing them to assume the best of you by not being too specific, if that makes sense. So like, saying something that's technically true, but if they ask you for specifics, you'd have to tell them, well, you know,
Impressive.
yeah, I wasn't really like, I didn't lead the project, but you're just hoping that they don't ask you. Now, when you say that you led this, do you mean that you were literally the program manager, or do you mean that you were involved on it? Like, I wouldn't lie to them if they asked me specifically, but I'm just going to hope they don't ask, you know? Because I did lead it, just wasn't the sole leader.
I was the leader that actually did shit.
Okay. Alright, let me see if the double trigger works on the dragon. Get it to go away. Doing better on the boss's health this time, at least. Until he summons a rock in front of me. Super dick move. This attack. At least it breaks the rock that was in front of him. We're getting there. He's in red health. I just need to not fuck it up now.
Well, and he's in third phase.
Ow, that attack sucks. The dragon's back, and I don't have any devil trigger to dismiss him quickly this time.
He's covering his vulnerability.
Trying to get
Should
my
hit
devil
the
trigger to
dragon.
trigger.
Oh, I see.
So I have to have at least 3 nodes of it to be able to use it. Oh, he healed me when I killed the dragon. That's good to know. It's helping. I'm trying to dodge.
Nice. Okay, now there's this super famous cutscene.
Yeah, you'll see. It's not famous because it's good. It's famous
I know,
because
I'm
of the
excited.
localization and the voice acting.
Is he gonna use the word zapping again?
Zapping was pretty funny. You just keep zapping. What? Okay, I'm gonna try to turn the audio up.
My mother risked her life for me, and now you too. I should have saved you. I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
You still can.
Hey, the devil may cry.
Oh no. Oh no. Is that gonna bring her back?
He should have been the one to fill her
Is
dark
that
soul
her
with light.
is that him filling her dark soul?
With light, light. And like they added the post effect on it, so when they heard it, they were like, "That was a good take."
This was my mother's. Now I'm giving it to you.
She's dead. Can't really do anything.
Bury her with it.
I guess.
My father's also here now. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Okay, so the plot of Devil May Cry is that Dante goes and gets his ass kicked and then his girlfriend killed, but he kills a statue man?
Yeah, I mean, Statue Man was being a dick.
He did that classic Penny Arcade comic, The Devil May Cry. It looks like the devil is like choking up. Oh, we're not done. Interesting. Escape Mallet Island before it collapses. You get a healing item. I only have one. So I don't have to restart. Dude, you don't really think about how force feedback is usually sculpted in games until you play a game where it's just set to max whenever it happens. This is a pretty early game for, well, let's see, PS2 was like 99, 2000. This game's 2001.
Was it really that long ago?
Yeah.
Baja Blast wasn't even invented.
The before time,
Before
gonna
time.
save the animals. I do kind of, this is kind of a classic way to end the game. I think that means I have to kill the enemies. turn the lights on or something?
Before Baja Blast. Be cute.
Dude, I'm like stuck on.
I feel bad for all those people who were like grown-ups or teenagers in the 90s. They didn't have Baja Blast. What the fuck did they have? I guess they had the Chihuahua.
What did Taco Bell offer?
Yeah, Taco Bell.
I've said this before, and I say it less now that I'm married to you, and you love Taco Bell so much, but like, Taco Bell is risk. Like, everyone always remembers a good trip to Taco Bell where like everything was really fresh, and you got like soft tortillas, and they put just the right amount of sauce on everything. And like you live for that, and you chase the dragon when you go.
Well, you see, the difference between you and me is that my bar is low. I mean, yeah, if they like rise up, that's great. But if they're just in the middle, that's also great. I'm happy.
It's like you have a 1 in 10 chance to get a really good Taco Bell trip, and you're praying for the 1 in 10
See,
chance
now I
every
think
time
you get
go.
a 9 in 10 chance of getting really good Taco Bell.
9 in 10.
Yeah. I don't really know. I mean, it's probably closer to 9.999 in 10. I can't think of a bad Taco Bell experience.
Taco Bell is the Design Space restaurant. Oh shit.
Oh, they had tater tots?
They have a finite number of ingredients in their restaurant that they're willing to ship repeatedly.
Ground beef,
They,
nacho cheese, lettuce, tomato, taco shells, tortillas.
and they do everything in their power to combine those in every conceivable way. That's why you've got like the double inside out quesadilla chalupa. Like,
Oh, rice. Rice is also some.
non-degenerate taco products.
The taco inside a burrito. I guess that's a crunch wrap, isn't it?
I have to thank you, Andrea, for the term degenerate to refer to game mechanics and game states.
You're welcome.
Someone the other day was like, as Marstead would put it, non-degenerate. I was like, no, that's Andrea's fault. But it means something very specific. To the point where you see a joke in that Futurama episode where Fry's
You
his own
changed
grandma.
the outcome by measuring it. I like that one. It's a quantum finish.
The one where Fry's his own grandfather.
Oh yeah, and he's like with our degenerate
From Fry, which most people just interpret
he
as
exists
like,
in two different.
yeah. Like he's mathematically
reality.
degenerate in addition to being a
Because he's
degenerate.
both him and his grandfather at once, so he's degenerate. But yes, Taco Bell is my favorite restaurant. I say that without humiliation.
Got to defeat the enemy.
Say it with
Open the
pride.
door. I gotta wait for the enemy to start despawning. Non-degenerate taco products.
So I looked it up, and Taco Bell is like not into plant-based meat products right now. I don't know what you call them. Plant-based meat substitutes.
Beyond Burger type stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Possible Burger.
They're like, oh no, we have tons of vegetarian stuff. We don't have to do this. But like, I can't wait till they get in on that.
It seems like the perfect product to have with Beyond
Hey,
Burgers.
ground beef.
Which are pretty good. We've had them several times.
Should call them and tell them to do it. They're like, I'm a paying customer.
Aren't you supposed to take one letter of a phone call as though it were like 10,000 letters of phone calls? No, this is the era of the internet.
Dante, you are not getting away. This is where you will die.
I'm
Wow,
not
you
going
ain't killing
anywhere.
him?
Besides, there's no place to go. Look around. This will be your burial ground as well.
It's a burial ground.
Why did he say as well? Does that mean he's gonna die?
I think so.
Or
I
was
think
he
he's
talking
saying,
about
if you
Trish?
kill me, we're both gonna die.
Ooh, nice
He's like, what's your
dog.
plan, dog? That's basically what he said. If I don't get the super fast
Oh, the newest South Park on Hulu. Randy starts making plant-based burgers with his pot. And so he's like, oh, this tastes like shit, but you won't care. You eat it, and then you get high, and then you're like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever.
What is the matter? Here your powers
Gloria.
Wait, so shouldn't it be... Oh, you should order the pizza now, because then it'll show up really quick, because it's not their peak time. No.
You can do it.
And then you can go to bed early.
Your powers are weak. Yeah, you apostrophe IR. Your powers are weak. It's Trish! I filled her dark
What?
side.
Where's her necklace?
Dante, use my power. She threw it out.
She threw it.
She was dead when he said
take
it.
this
So she woke up and she was
heirloom
like,
from my dead mother.
she's like, what the fuck is
that.
this?
It doesn't go with my pants.
She was dead when he said it. So she just woke up with him. Feed your power and Trish's power into your guns, Ebony and Ivory. Then use your devil trigger and blast a big shot into Muctus. I love the localization of this game. This isn't a grenade launcher.
We have a kind of Indian food place, but they change their menu every day. So it's not like I can be like, oh man, I want sag paneer.
Looks like you have a winner. Jackpot.
Oh, I'm sorry. But like sometimes I just want sag paneer, you know? I love sag paneer, that's my favorite Indian food.
We had a
I will
vegan Indian restaurant in Columbus. It was amazing.
Oh my god.
Banana leaf.
Banana Leaf. If you live in Columbus or you visit Columbus, go
Goodbye.
to fucking Banana
And when
Leaf.
you do come back, give my regards to my son, will ya?
He has a son?
I don't
Does he know
puzzles.
Trish is pregnant?
Jackpot.
Trish.
Dante.
And then this isn't
Aw.
subtitled suddenly?
Dante.
Threw out your mom's necklace.
Trish. Devils never cry.
Isn't that the whole point of this?
I thought the
These tears. Tears are a gift only humans have.
That was why it was a big deal. He cried on her.
devil may cry. Trish. Jonathan. Charlotte.
Polo. Holy.
It's never too late.
He came up on her real fast. Like, well, she's dead, and the place is crumbling.
He filled her with his light energy.
What the fuck?
And we humans never give up. Are you ready?
What?
Yeah.
Get in this.
A prop fill. But we've got plenty of room to take off, so it's fine in this small box-shaped sewer room. Oh, he's in a crater runway. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they've got guns and shit.
Let's rock.
At least he didn't say, I would have been better if he's like, let's rock and roll.
Oh my god, I actually control it. Okay. But the controllers are the
Oh, this
opposite.
is like the magic carpet ride in the Aladdin
Oh my god,
video game.
it's just
You
like it,
remember
isn't it? I
that?
do remember that. That's really bad news for me. That was the hardest level. Well, that game had a lot of hard levels. So the giraffe level in Lion King.
Oh my god, fuck that level. I don't think I ever beat the game. I got to that level. I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm good.
Honestly trying to dodge. I know it looks like I'm not.
Ooh, graphics.
I remember being super pumped about FMVs when I was a kid.
What's an
Full motion video. When the graphics suddenly get really good. They don't really do it anymore because the in-engine graphics look fine.
Mm-hmm.
But it was a staple of like PS1, PS2 era.
The sky. So clear. So blue.
The sky is fair. It'll always be above everyone's head, no different.
This is really quiet in our ears too. I don't know why the mixing is so low.
I feel like my heart is becoming clear.
Please yourself far with me. I feel like my heart is becoming clear.
Uh-huh.
Wouldn't you say that?
Let's not forget, though, the underworld's evil is still alive. They
Yeah.
will someday return.
Yep.
There's no need to worry, right? Because the world has the legendary Dark Knight Dante. And
Woo!
his sidekick.
And his sidekick.
And his bitch.
That's kind of how the game is treated.
No.
when it's played.
I'm gonna pretend she said that.
Devil never cry. Yes.
Devil never cry.
Okay, great. Where's the place? We'll be right there.
What kind of jobs do they go on?
Sounds heavy.
Well, you've seen the last season of Angel. Those.
5 minutes.
More than enough.
Team Little Devils. Thank you very much to Washu for putting this in Bayonetta on the schedule. Like, I feel like Bayonetta and Devil May Cry have more in common than them just both being like the seminal spectacle brawlers. Like the third one is God of War, but God of War has always been kind of narratively sound, right? It's kind of been like, oh, okay, I guess the first three God of Wars were very, how do we get to the next badass boss fight? But like, usually they would do stuff in the story that you were kind of on, you were like, okay, I can see why we're going to Athens now. Okay, now we're fighting Ares. That makes sense. But like, both Bayonetta and Devil May Cry are just like, fuck it. Like, there's a big heart in this room. The heart powers the door.
I like that Bayonetta has guns for shoes.
It's pretty cool.
It's pretty sweet.
Did you see the scene where she shoots the dick off of the peeing cherub?
No, but that sounds awesome.
There's a peeing cherub.
And she's
And
like,
but it's
boom.
peeing gasoline. So she shoots its dick off and it explodes.
yeah.
Of course. Yeah, fuck it, let's get stupid. And I'm not disparaging Devil May Cry and Bayonetta. I'm kind of like impressed, you know. It's like Jerry Bruckheimer, like, you know, the popcorn explosion action movies.
So it's like Kill Bill.
Sure, yeah, Kill Bill's a good
Kill Bill is a good movie. Like, what's the word? Critically. Maybe.
Right.
I don't know. Critics like Kill Bill. I like Kill Bill.
Stupidity is highly underrated in game development. Yeah. Well, the new God of War was actually extremely narratively sound, almost to the point where the narrative was better than the gameplay in that one. The gameplay was also quite good.
Mm-hmm.
And they went in a different direction with it, which is cool. But yeah, I see motion actors. Back in 2001, that's pretty early. I'm trying to remember, like, what movies were doing mocap. Lord of the Rings was a big one, right?
Mm-hmm.
With Andy Serkis. Dr. Mocap. Yeah, Saints Row is good at being stupid. See, I can do stupid when it's like established very early on that this is stupid. Like, okay.
You're like,
I
we're
got
just
it.
gonna have fun here.
I'm on board. I'm with it. But stuff like Resident Evil 5 where it's like, okay, this is vaguely plausible, and then he's like uppercutting a boulder, and you're like, what is...
It was in a divot, Dylan. It was in a divot, and he had to push it out of the divot so that he could push it.
Shadow Hearts is incredibly stupid, like delightfully so. Like it just does stuff like, yeah, this is happening now. Yep, there's a 100-floor tower of people eating curry.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. But it's like wrestling.
Is
right?
it good curry?
Different kinds of curry as you climb the tower.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. I remember once we were in an Indian restaurant, and he ordered extra spicy curry, and the guy brings it to him, and he goes behind him so he can't see, and he's like got a water jug in his hand, and Dylan just eats the curry and smiles, and the guy gives him a nice nod.
Most restaurants, if you tell them you wanted to make it really spicy, like, we're not going to do that because then you're going to get mad at us and not give us a tip.
Right.
So it was nice that they actually made it spicy.
They actually did.
What else has Hideki Kamiya done? I feel like I recognize his name. Did he do any of the Resident Evil games? Resident Evil does not have an associated personality behind it. It's not like Castlevania or Mega Man, right?
Dylan literally tells waiters to try to kill him.
Or else say you can't make it too spicy. Like 100 floors of curry-themed wrestlers.
I didn't know there was that many curry.
Kami did Resident Evil 2. And Okami? Okami's weird, but it doesn't feel quite so balls to the wall. Like
That's the wolf one, right?
Yeah.
There are some beautiful Okami t-shirts on Fangamer.
some beautiful everything t-shirts on Fangamer.
It's true, but the Okami ones, I don't know, I kind of want one.
Go challenge the hard mode. You should play Okami. It's
I know,
a really
you keep
good
saying
Zelda
that.
game.
2 millenniums ago.
Alright, we
there
beat
was
the
a
game.
war between the human world and the other.
The human world and the other, the underworld.
Somebody
Devil, it's okay now. You can cry.
Well, his place was originally called Devil May Cry, and then at the end of the game he changes it to Devil Never Cry. Which seems like he missed the point of the...
But he did cry.
I know. I found that puzzling also.
Okay.
Task managed Devil May Cry. Thanks, folks. I'll let you guys know what's coming up. Washu will give you 10 minutes for whatever your next game is.
There's a Finnish version of that song, by the way.
Yeah, they know. I've played it at the beginning of every time we played the game.
Oh, never mind.